too. You'll float too. You'll float too!
And thank you, Tony Marden. Okay, we're now into Poundland, and they got some very nice signs there like that. Very good. Lots of sweets and shit for the kids. Lots of ducks, pumpkins. I got that little clown thing that's in the corner, the candle holder. That's quite cool. You pick it up and look. Oh, look, they're scary. Oh, I've just shat me pants. And anyway, so yeah, Poundland in Winton. They do have some good stuff. Oh, look, some evil clowns. Can't go wrong with that. I recognise those masks from somewhere. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. What? Oh look, it's the old... I can't repeat that joke, it's too rude. Oh, there we go. There's another mask. How exciting. Oh dear. Why do you watch this, people? I don't know. So yeah, got some trick-or-treat bags and some makeup kits and more pumpkins and all sorts of bits and bobs down in the old Poundland today. Yeah, quite a nice selection this year. Fantastic.
Yes. Bim bim rabbin rim ribbon ribbon bim 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 rabbin rim ribbon ribbon bim bim rabbin rim ribbon ribbon bim bim rabbin rim.
So, what's my number 5 favourite horror movie of all time? Krampus. I absolutely loved this movie from the very first time I saw it, and it's quite a recent film as well. Well, in retrospect to some of the other films are on the list. This is a story about a family that get together at Christmas, and the young lad of the family rips up his good boy Christmas list, shall we say, and yeah, Krampus is based on a German folklore that the shadow of Santa Claus, Krampus, an evil, nasty piece of shit, monster type thing, will come and see the bad boys and girls at Christmas. And so he turns up with his minions to wreak havoc upon this family on Christmas Eve. And that's all I'll say. And it is kind of a comedy, and it's also a Christmas film, but it's also a horror film. And it is, I just don't know what it is about this movie. I just absolutely love it. The story, the comedy, the pacing, the writing, the direction, the look of Krampus, the animated short that's in the middle of this. Everything about this movie I just love. It's got good... I don't know what else to say. It's certainly a film which doesn't get enough attention, I believe, and Gremlins is a classic horror set of Christmas comedy. But there's just something about this one that I just love. I mean, I love Gremlins as well, but Krampus is Gremlins for a modern day audience, I would definitely say. And as like I said, this came out in where are we at? 2015. Puppy power. And yeah, 2015. And I still, even at nearly 4 years later, still highly recommend it, and I watch it every Christmas now without fail. And if you haven't got it, pick it up. It's not that expensive, and it's definitely worth your time. So here we are then at what I think is probably the best place to get anything horror related for Halloween, the Hollywood shop, and the one in Poole. Believe it or not, the one in Poole is the best out of all the Hollywood shops that are in the area. So as you can see, they've got an amazing display outside. There's a skeleton on a motorcycle, like you see that every day. And of course there's some clowns. You're going to see a lot of clowns in the next few bits of footage, I'm sure. There's the Three Amigos. So there we are then, Hollywood store, well, Hollywood shop I should say. And right at the entrance, look at that clown. That's an evil looking bastard. Yeah, it's the end. That's right. That's my terrible Rocky impression. Oh, it's Pennywise, the dancing clown. Time to float. Yes, all those masks. All those masks. Oh, there's another Pennywise. Excuse me, ma'am. That's right, that's the Tim Curry one. So there's Leatherface at the top. And, there's even a lamb on the right there. Yeah, lots of nice masks in here today, and they also got this interesting character. Hello. And, oh look, there's Boney M. Oh, I keep making that joke, it's not funny. So yeah, there's some really good stuff, and they had, this is like the area where they had all of the masks, and yeah, they had, it was more like killer clowns from outer space there. Yeah, so lots and lots and lots of masks. There's that sort of a zombie version of Annabelle. Very creepy doll, I must admit. Lots of fake weapons. These aren't real, obviously. But yeah, there's some really good props. and there's some more of the Motley Crew, and yeah, they had gas masks. So it really is the best shop. If you want to get your Halloween stuff, go to this shop. It's really worth the trip. Hello again. I hope you're enjoying the special up to this point. We're getting towards the end now, which I'm sure you'll all be relieved. And earlier on I asked a question for you to pop down in the comments. What scares you? Things like ghosts, aliens, etc. I now have another question for you. What is your favourite horror movie franchise? I'll tell you mine in a second, but there's so many you can pick from. There's Nightmare on Elm Street, there's Saw, there's Child's Play, there's Friday the 13th, there's Hellraiser, there's the Paranormal Activities movies, there's the Resident Evil movies, there's the Evil Dead movies, there's it's just so many franchises out there. Aliens, etc, etc, etc. What's my favourite? I think has the most consistent record of good films in the franchise, and that is, for me, Halloween. The original 1978 was the very first slasher movie ever made, and, well, to my knowledge, and it spawned a whole franchise. We've had like 10 films, I think it is. 10 films, roughly. Where's the cylinder? Yeah, 10 disc sets. It must be 10 films, as well as the latest one. And yeah, a lot of these films, they're copy and paste, and a lot of these sort of franchise films usually are. Friday the 13th is very much similar. Jason turns up, kills people, and then dies at the end and comes back in the next one. And it's kind of the same with Halloween, but I don't know, there's something special about the Halloween franchise. It's the characters, the acting, the stories, and of course Michael Myers being a complete badass. So yeah, what are my favourites in the franchise then? Well, very quickly, the original John Carpenter's Halloween is the best, can't be beaten. Halloween 2, very good sequel. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, it's fine, it's good. It's not a Michael Myers movie, but if you go by on its own thing, then you'll enjoy it. The Return of Michael Myers, Part 4, that's one of my favourites. I really like that one. It upped the game a bit. The Revenge of Michael Myers is a bit of a letdown. It's alright. The Curse of Michael Myers is a bit of a letdown, but it's alright. H2O is brilliant. Really like H2O. Resurrection. Halloween, the unrated director's cut by Rob Zombie. Now, the first Rob Zombie cut, I prefer the theatrical cut, which has never been released on Blu-ray, but the unrated cut is extended, and there's some stuff in there which I didn't really like. It wasn't my cuppa, but overall, it's fine. It's fine. Halloween 2, unrated cut by Rob Zombie. And of course we recently had the new one, Halloween, which starred Jamie Lee Curtis again. And I thought that was a really good sequel. I thought it was better than the last few that we've had, the last 4, well 3 maybe. I prefer it, I like, my favourite 3 is Halloween, the original, Halloween, this recent one, and H2O. They're the 3 best for me. I think the new Halloween captured the feeling of the original first film for sure. Not so much the sequels; they all went off their own thing, but it captured that sort of time and that feel about it. So it felt like a Halloween film. But again, it had its flaws, but I really liked it overall, and I'm looking forward to the next 2. So there we have it then. There's my favourite horror franchise, Halloween. Tell me down in the comments below, what is yours? Michael, how you doing, mate? Michael? I know you're there, I can hear you breathing. Well, say something. You miserable git. I say, he just hung up on me, the bastard. I'm worse than Bart Simpson with these phone calls.
Claire. Hello?
That's right, you've guessed it. My number 4 favourite horror movie of all time is The Babadook. Absolutely love this movie. When I first saw it, I didn't go much on it. And then I saw it again and I fell in love with it. And I thought this is an absolute classic. It's a story about a mother and son who are going through a hard time of loss. And the boy finds a book and the mother reads from the book. No, it's not the Evil Dead. And all of a sudden this character of the Babadook sort of starts randomly appearing. Or is it? You don't know. Is it in their mind or is it real? It's a psychological horror drama and it's a fantastically acted, directed. The cinematography, everything about this movie is top notch. I absolutely love this movie. It isn't for everybody though. It's not your typical scary monsters in the dark. This is more of a slow burn, but it's got lots of layers to it, and it's such a wonderful drama, such fantastic acting, and it's absolutely bonkers when it needs to be bonkers. And so yeah, I've got the UK version, and I've also got the very limited American version, which is the pop-up book version. I've still got it sealed because, well, I'm OCD. So I highly recommend then you pick up the Babadook. It is an absolute gem of a movie. I absolutely love it, and it comes with the highest recommendation.